Hi everyone, this is Leanne with Diamonds and Doxies, and today I come to you to do a whip and chat. Now, it is Super Bowl Sunday, just had kickoff. Oh Lord, have mercy. And so you'll probably hear background noise. Max is in there watching it in the den, and hang on, let me pull this back. Wasn't planning on shutting the door, but I may have to because he's going to be hooping and hollering, and that's going to make the dogs lose their stuff, if you know what I mean. So anyway, but I wanted to do a whip and chat today because in my last Diamond Art Club kit that I opened, the unboxing is You've Got This, and it's on, I did an unboxing on the channel, so you can go back and watch that if you'd like. But I'm excited because it came with the pen loaded with the white wax and then an extra thing of wax. Now, I took out the plastic multi-placer that goes there because I don't really care for them. Now let me see, I have got tons of extra. I should have probably done this before I started. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is an 8-placer. Yeah, this is an 8-placer, a new one. Because, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because I want to try it with the wax. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me because I have not used wax in a very long time. I mean, in a very long time. I've been using putty for quite a while now. And the only wax I ever used was, God dang it, was the wax that came with the kit. So, which I always liked, but then I liked that I was able to use putty for a lot longer than the wax. So, you and I are going to go on a little adventure, if you will. I think you might need some more light. Hang on, let me see if I can't. This thing is kind of finicky. But let's see. Oh, that may be too much, y'all. Let's see. Let's try to take it down a little bit. Well, I just wish it wouldn't show that glare. But anyway, I should also tell you that this is Flower Shop Ghosts, and I am, well, yeah, see, it's finicky, so the light went out, so, yeah. Maybe I can turn this blind to where it's getting more of the natural light in. I should have set all this up earlier, I'm sorry. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Anyways, this Flower Shop Ghost by Diamond Art Club. And I've been working on it for a little bit. So let's see, let's get this. I love the multi-placers from Diamond Art Club. This is an 8. And I try to, anytime I need to add just a little bit on to an order to get the free shipping, I'll add a tip on because I don't want to have just one tip and constantly having to change it to different pens. And then you never know if something, things break. That's what happens. They're not guaranteed to last forever. Then I have some on hand. And just FYI, their tips fit amazingly inside of their pens. Unlike with custom pens, you usually have to, do washi tape or hot glue or something like that, which I don't mind doing, and that's what I normally do. But just to let you know. Okay, let's get this out because I want to try it in my multi-placer. I don't know why. I don't know why I am. Because I could just as easily use putty. But, I want to try this. I don't know that I've ever used wax in my multi-placers. I think when I gave up doing wax, I didn't even use a multi-placer. I don't feel like that's in there. Gosh, y'all, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, there's some in there, but I don't know if there's enough in there. Let's see, let me put a little bit down here. No. Well, we'll try it and see what happens, okay? Now, I already know that I already have too much on this tip, and that's because whenever I was doing my unboxing, I twisted it, and it comes out really well, but it's the same kind of thing. You twist it, and it provides pressure, and it starts coming out. So what I had to do was untwist it a little bit, so it would take off that pressure. So let's see. Let's try number 8. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do if I really like this. Well, I mean, I guess I'll use it, right? But, you know, I have so many putties. So many putties. So, and I like these pens. I know a lot of people don't. I don't know why. I mean, I have no problem with them. They're ergonomic. They're a good size for me. So, but, you know, we all have things we like and things we don't. Well, I can tell you first off, yeah, that picked up super nice. This is my multi-placer with the wax in it. Yeah, let's try this single. Okay. Okay. So far, y'all, I'm not disliking it. I can tell you that right now. It's, yeah. I'm curious, have you tried it? I mean, I know other people have that, you know, they've been releasing it with the new kits. I really haven't been buying that much. So, in fact, the kit this came with was a restock. So, yeah. But I'm digging it in the multi-placer. I really am. Normally, I should tell you, normally I use putty in my multi-placer and glue dots. And I am not hating this at all. At all. I mean, I don't know why it's, you know, that it's different. Here's the thing that's going to be the absolute for me is, you know, I never minded the pink wax or the red wax, whatever you want to call it, except that I constantly had to, you know, change it. I mean, constantly. So, but we're going to try some ABs with this too. But I try to do my ABs last. I don't know if I'll do that this time. I don't know that I have ABs to do this. What are the ABs? The ABs are the little E, no. And the little up arrow. Nope, wouldn't you believe? No ABs in there. No ABs in here. So I may have to skip ahead and do some. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I am, so far, I am pleasantly surprised. We'll see how it goes on, how we continue. And I'll keep you updated as we're whipping, chatting, and stuff. So anyway, hello, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Are you watching the Super Bowl? I really don't care about the Super Bowl. So I used to really love professional sports, and I don't hate them anymore, but I was always, I came from a baseball family. I was always into baseball. Still love baseball. Still love the game of baseball. And I can watch Little League. I can watch T-ball. I mean, but my favorite is, in any sport really, well, the big ones, which are basketball and football and baseball. Well, I guess soccer's becoming a thing too. It wasn't for me growing up, so it's just not something for me now. But anyway, it's college, you know, or high school, you know, or just really college, because those guys are trying to make it to the big leagues, and it just seems like now the big leagues, regardless of what sport it is, are just a bunch of really overpaid players. And so, you know, it's I hate to see someone get paid millions and they just go up there like, you know, and strike out or whatever, and then be like, okay, and go sit back down. And, you know, it's like in college ball, you know, you can really tell that it means a lot to them. So, yeah, I feel like they got more to prove. So that's why I like that. But having said that, I hope the Eagles win. I've always been a Kansas City fan, but I've kind of lost favor with them. And I don't know if it's fair to lose favor with them. I just feel like, you know, it just feels like the referees are like in love with them or something. I don't know. Doesn't seem very fair played is what I'm trying to say. Plus, they beat the Texans, so can't like that now, can we? But I also like the Eagles. There really isn't many teams that I don't like. It's funny, though, they're playing in Louisiana, and that is, I've only been to the Super Bowl one time, and it was played there. And it was the Patriots and the Packers. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Patriot. I don't know. Honestly, it's been so many years ago. But and I really didn't care about the game, and we were way, way up in the nosebleeds. Couldn't see a thing if you wanted to anyways. But the atmosphere, there was a buzz in the air. You know, it was just so cool. And all around, people were tailgating. People had their RVs, and, you know, that didn't have tickets to the game, but they came all the way to the game to camp out and cook out and be a part of, which I thought was pretty incredible. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We went through one of the news, well, it was CBS, because the company that we had did a lot of advertising through them, so they gave us some tickets, and it was fun because they brought in a cruise ship, and was our hotel was a cruise ship, and that was my first time to ever even be on a cruise ship. But I remember thinking, man, I really want to go on a cruise. It was a Carnival. I don't even know the name of the ship. I mean, like I said, this was a very long time ago, but oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. We went to, they had all these things planned for us. So we went to House of Blues, and we had the best breakfast known to man. And, you know, it was, you know, Super Bowl Sunday. So they actually had a gospel band in there, and it was just, oh, it was just beautiful. It was awesome. And like I said, just you could literally hear the buzz, you know, I swear you could. People say you could hear the buzz. You really can. Yeah, you really can. And normally I don't like being around people, but it was something, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. And at first, you know, when we got these tickets and everything, we got there and I was seeing people, you know, wanting to buy tickets and selling tickets for like $1,500. And back then that was a lot of money, and it sure was a lot of money for us. And I said, you know, we could sell our tickets and go home and put this money in the bank. And Max had already been to a Super Bowl game when he was a younger man with his dad. He was like, yeah, we can. And I was like, yeah, but I probably never will get a chance to go to the Super Bowl again. So, you know, it's not like we're spending money. We're just not getting money. So it's like, okay, let's go. So we did, and I was so grateful. I was so grateful because, no, I have not been to a Super Bowl game since. First of all, I would never pay that much money. So, like I said, what was $1,500 then would be, you know, $5,000 or $8,000 now. So, yeah, I do not see that ever happening. And we're certainly not in any way, shape, or form to, you know, win tickets anymore. So, but we used to get them every year, but we didn't go every year. We gave them to employees, you know, as incentives and stuff. Let's see, what else has been going on? Oh, well, I did get a text message right before I came on here to film from Diamond Art Club that they had a 20% off sale for Super Bowl. And I don't think it was all the kits. I kind of skimmed through and it said there was like 624 kits or something, I think, that were available, which is a lot. But I think they have about 1,800 kits on their site, so about a third of them, I guess. And it's only good until midnight tonight, so by the time you watch this, I'm sure that's over. Let's see, 5. Yeah, I am still liking this wax, y'all. And what's funny is I couldn't really even tell that it was in there. Can y'all, I don't know. You can see that, but it's like you can't tell that it's in there, but it's in there. And it's picking up these drills. Awesome. So now, because, you know, they sold their putty, Diamond Art Club. In fact, I think they still do on their Amazon site. Now I'm wondering if they will sell the this white wax. Because I'm not going to lie, if this lasts a while without me having to constantly refill the, you know, the multi-placer, yeah, I might just absolutely get some. Of course, with this, you can just screw it down and, you know, so you don't have to refill it. But the more you screw it down, the quicker you will have to refill the whole thing. So we shall see. I should also let you know that they, if you watch the unboxing, they do include the pink wax or the red wax, whatever you call it. What do you call it? I call it the pink wax, but I don't know. It is kind of red, so I don't know. I am loving this kit. I like it a lot. It's very nice. I love these colors like these in here. I just love them. Very nice. Very, very nice. And the drills have been amazing. Haven't had any issues. So that's always good, right? So what has been going on with moi? Y'all, we are so close to being done with the house. We went over there today, and yeah, there's just some. Now, Max's garage still has to be done. He's putting in an epoxy floor, or whatever that is, that floor coating, you know, and mini split in there, so it'll be climate controlled in his garage. His garage is going to be like his man cave. And if he decides he doesn't want a man cave, maybe I'll turn it into a she cave, and it'll be all my diamond paintings. Because it's a double car garage. I sure could. Yeah, I'll take over here. But anyway, so they got to do that. But most of the things are pretty minor that need to be done inside the house. The one major thing left is replacing the front door. But I don't think that is going to be... I mean, I think that's going to be fairly easy. It's going to be just a matter of picking one out. It shouldn't be difficult. I'm not picky. You know, I just want something that's classic. And I want it painted black because we've got black gutters and black trim and black roof, and our shutters for the outside are black. So, yeah, that's what we want. I think it'll look really good. So I think, honestly, I think tomorrow, tomorrow I got to call and make sure. But the plan is that our carpet that they put in was defective, go figure. So we've got to, they're supposed to get it in tomorrow. That was the last I heard. And then they will install it on Tuesday. So I'm going to call tomorrow and verify that. But I also think tomorrow I might go take the diamond paintings that I have accumulated over here. Because yes, I've accumulated more. Go ahead and take them over there and put them in a closet in my craft room. So it'll be just, you know, one less thing that I have to move. I don't want to put too much in there because, you know, the house will be thoroughly cleaned. So I don't want to interfere with anybody being able to clean it. So, and we'll probably, depends on how well they clean, we'll probably get someone out to clean the upstairs carpet, because we did not replace that. It was, you know, it was relatively new, but now it's been walked on a lot, you know, a lot of, and I think they must have thought that we were going to replace that carpet, and so they treated it like we were going to replace it. So, but I think it's going to be okay. I think a good clean will be fine. Yeah, that's what I think. So, hopefully. And then at some point, I'm going to paint. I don't, you know, really didn't do much to upstairs. We did update the bathroom up there because they were here, and it was like, yeah, you know, we've got extra tile, we got extra this and that. So I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. But like in my craft room, it has a ceiling fan that I don't like, and I need more lighting in there. It's just not going to be enough light. Okay, see, now here's what I'm talking about. Okay, see, it's not picking up. Okay, so let me put some more. That's really too much, so let me lessen it a little bit there. See, if I had my glue dot, I wouldn't be having that. Yeah, and now I got too much out. Okay, Alrighty, well, I see that might be, we'll see. I'm not going to pass judgment yet. I will say this, if you like wax over putty, then you probably will like this without even trying, you know, without even testing it out. I feel confident you'll love it. But, yeah. We'll see. Let's see. Go back over here. Let's see. What else is going on, y'all? What else is going on? Well, I'll tell you my good news on my birding. I don't know what I call it, my birding. That's my other hobby. Is I've been a bird watcher for quite a few years now. Let's see, I'm 61, so probably 30 years now. And my aunt has got me into it, got me noticing birds. When we had a migration of yellow warblers, and I kept hearing something, and I looked, and I was like, oh my gosh, my tree is full of these tiny yellow birds. And I asked her what they were, because she's always loved birds and nature too. And I've always loved nature, so I just never really paid attention to birds. I mean, I'd hear bird sounds, but I never really noticed that there were different kinds of birds until then. And so then I got into it, and my aunt did photography, you know, bird photography. I could never be as good as she was, but I had my tripod and my 35mm camera, and off we'd go. Or, you know, go look at birds. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. She and I got to go see some really fabulous spots for bird watching, sit behind a bird blind, and it was really amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But then I also got quite a few birds in my backyard. You know, I started trying to attract them, and I did. So, and that's never ended. I've always, ever since I put out my first bird feeder, I've always put out bird feeders. The problem I had here, where we are right now, was we had a lot of rats. So that made it a little difficult. But I notice here where we're moving to, I have not seen any evidence of rodents. Now, you know, knock on wood or whatever, I'm sure that was going to change now that I put it out into the internets. But I think maybe it has something to do with, we have a lot of red-shouldered hawks. A lot. Max is worried that they'll get Maggie. I don't think so. But anyway, I think that's why we don't. And I think that's also why I've only seen like one rabbit. Now I'm sure that will change after we get moved in, but I'm just talking about on my cameras that I have set outside. I've only seen one bunny, but we do have those red-shouldered hawks are huge. Very, very huge. So hope they don't get my birds. Especially, you know, this spring. Hopefully I'll have some baby birds. I've got some birdhouses set up for the wrens and the chickadees. So I'm hoping I'll get some of those. And of course the bluebirds. But I have a ring camera set up, an outdoor ring camera set up on my back porch, and all around it I have potted plants, and there has been it looks like he's making an indention in the dirt of the plants. So I don't know if he's trying to build a nest to find a mate, because that's usually what they do. The wrens will go find a house and stand by it and call, and if the female comes and she's like, oh yeah, then he's got a mate. And if she doesn't, then he goes and finds another place. You're like, how about this one, dear? So I don't mind them nesting in the potted plants. It's just, you know, I'd like for them to be higher up to protect them from the dogs. So, but I'll do whatever I have to do to protect them from the dogs, whether it's get some kind of fencing or something to put around. I don't know. But I do not want my dogs getting a bird. I'll tell you who was an amazing bird hunter, and you wouldn't have thought it, but Lily. I mean, she was built like a sausage, and she was not fast. As I used to say, she didn't even have legs. She just had stumplets. They were so short, so she couldn't move fast. She thought she could move fast, but she's caught 2 birds in midair that I know of. And yeah, she could stalk a bird and she'd get it. So yeah, but you know, she's no longer with us, and I don't think that Snoopy or Maggie or Gus would do that. But if there was a baby on the ground, yes. I mean, they're dogs, you know, they'd be like, what the hell is this? So even if they didn't want to kill it, they would, just by picking it up with their mouth or pawing it, you know, with their big old fat feet. So, but I don't want that to happen, so I will do my best to make sure it does not. They're going to have a field day with all the squirrels, though. Or I should say the squirrels are going to have a field day with them. Squirrels are notorious for running away from the dogs and getting just up in a tree enough to sit there, and then they bark at the dogs, you know, and drives the dogs crazy. And it's like you can hear them going, nanny, nanny, boo, boo, you can't get me. So far we have not caught the skunk. The guy brought out a new trap this afternoon, so hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll catch it. Really would like the skunk to go before we move in. Our neighbor next door said her dog got sprayed once, and then she never messed with them again. But she also did say that a red-shouldered hawk did get her elderly cat. She said he was like 18 years old. So, yeah. I don't know if he got him because he couldn't move very fast or what, but I've always said outdoors is not a good place for cats. Wait a minute, I don't, oh, here's one. I don't know where the other one went. That's okay. So, I think that's another reason why Max is worried about Maggie. Now, yeah, sometimes I don't understand why I can't get some of these drills straight. There's nothing wrong with the drills. Okay, now here we go. The multi-placer isn't, it's losing them a little bit. Yeah, still good, but yeah, see, one just fell out. As you can see right there. So, yeah. Another one just fell out. So, yeah, and this one isn't picking up again. This is why I use glue dots and putty, because I just don't want to have to change it out all the time. The pen I had been using, it's almost time to, uh-oh, I don't think I was supposed to put that there. It's like as soon as I placed it, I went, no, I don't think it was supposed to go there. So, nope, it was not. Move you back up here where you belong. So here in a second, I think I'm going to switch back. It's almost time for me to change that putty and probably my glue dot, because I've already switched it around a couple of times. Now I know a lot of people will take out the putty and flip it over and use it again, and that certainly would save the use, but it's like I don't go through that much of it, and I've got enough to last for a very long time. So I'm not too worried about it. Seriously, yeah. I'm guessing years. As long as I have I got a stash. I think it would do everything in my stash and some. So, yep. I do like the concept of the twist and pick. I do like the concept of that. Because it's just easy to, you don't have to keep stabbing your pen and, or in removing the old wax out. So I am definitely a fan of that portion. And I like the pen. Before I went to custom made pens, I just used the pen that came with the kit, which is quite doable. I did it. It did hurt my hands, but this pen is such an improvement over that. Such an improvement, in my opinion. I know some people say they don't like it. And I don't know that I've heard anybody say why. But I can see if, because some people like bigger pens. I do not. I like a smaller pen. But if you are one of those people like a big chunky pen, then obviously you're not going to like this. But then you wouldn't like my pens either. So, as this is the one I'm currently using here. And so let's see. Yeah, it's a little longer. Can y'all see that's a little longer? Don't look at the tips, just look at the pen itself. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, here's one here I almost missed. And another one I almost missed. And let's see, do we see any more? I do not. I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to film for very much longer because of the light situation. So what else was I going to tell you? Let's see. I know there was, I really should start taking notes because I always think, no, I want to remember to say this. And then I'm like, no, I'll remember. And because I don't ever want to be scripted, like I'm not going to do a whip and chat so I can read off of a paper, for crying out loud. But I should just, write one word so that it, jogs my memory. Now these here are the fairy dust, which I love. Love all the fairy dust. But I already know just by how this wax is behaving that it will do good with the ABs as long as you dirty it up. Just like any other wax or putty for the most part. I don't find putty has to be as dirtied up, depending on what kind you use, of course. I hate when I do that. Squeeze, push them up too hard, and that's like, no. Then they pop off. That is definitely user error and nothing to do with the quality of the kit at all. I do it with them all. Can you hear Max in there playing his guitar? I haven't heard any hooping and hollering, so I guess nothing exciting has happened so far. I haven't heard him laugh, so commercials must be me. And, they just really haven't had any just classic commercials like they used to have. And, it's probably me getting older. And the halftime shows, yeah, I don't know. It's just really not my, I don't know. I remember when Prince did it, and oh my God, he was amazing. And then Lady Gaga did an amazing show as well. But for the most part, I've been like, meh. And now, I don't even, it's like, who are you? I swear my news feed has been nothing but this Lamar, or I don't know, whoever's doing the halftime show. It's just been, and I'm like, are y'all trying to really sell him or what? Because I don't know who he is. I'm sure I don't like the music. I mean, it's rap. I don't care for rap. Now if you want to put out some rap like Fresh Prince, then heck yeah, that's my kind of rap. But, the stuff today is like, nah, I just don't think so. But, and that's okay. I mean, I get it. They're not trying to, they want to attract the younger viewers. I get that. But, people are saying that Taylor Swift's going to perform. And I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't know. But that wouldn't make me want to watch it either. I'm not really a Taylor Swift fan. Does she have some songs that I like? Yeah, most of her early stuff I think is good. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like when she first started out, she had so much humility, and just like everybody else, I don't know. I don't really care for her music. I don't know, y'all. I'm just old. Get off of my grass, okay? And that's okay. I remember my grandfather used to make fun of my music, Used to irritate the living hell out of me, too. That's all they say is, baby, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby, baby. I was like, go watch Lawrence Welk. Any of y'all remember Lawrence Welk? God, if you don't, why don't you see if you can't find some of this stuff on YouTube? And then you too can join my misery or know what it was like in my childhood and feel sorry for me. Oh gosh, what I wouldn't give to watch Lawrence Welk with my grandparents again. But I can tell you, ever since I moved out of that house as a young person, I never watched Lawrence Welk. Thank you very much. Even my grandmother would say he was too much of a prude. Well, I think deep down inside, my grandmother had a little bit of wildness to her. I really do. Every once in a while, you'd see it. You know, as you know, well, you might not know if you haven't been here for very long, but I was raised and adopted by my grandparents. And I remember saying to my grandmother things like, "Oh, Nanny, you know, I don't know, you know, how, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but, you know, when you just see him and your knees go weak," and she'd get that long, forlorn look, and she'd say, "Oh, yeah, I remember." And I was like, ew. Gross. No, you don't. That's just, no. But, yeah. She was also the one that, if I was running late getting home, you know, she'd go in, and because my grandfather went to bed early, but he'd lay there. We had a grandfather clock, so he could listen for the clock. And Nanny would go in there, and she was like, "Oh no, Leanne's not going to be here in time." And she'd go in there and change the clock. So, yep. However, sometimes she was asleep. What are you doing? Snippy, stop. He's over there licking his feet. And I cannot stand that smacking sound. I do not like a smacking sound. And I cannot stand it when they do that. It's like, stop doing that. And it's like, go somewhere else and lick your feet. Or anything else that you feel compelled to lick. Go somewhere else. Did y'all buy anything on Saturday? I saw where Anthony bought a lot. I just didn't see anything that, you know, that really stood out to me. So I did not. Plus, I'm still buying, though. I mean, if I like it, I'm getting it. So, yeah. But, I mean, I saw some things that I was like, yeah, I like that. That's cute. But I was like, well, you know, maybe I'll get it somewhere down the road. Not something I felt like I needed to get right now. Still plan on doing a big D-stash. So, I noticed Angel, she sells on eBay. Thing is, I don't like PayPal. That's why I don't sell in the D-stash groups on Facebook, because you have to use PayPal, and I just don't like it. I don't understand it, and I just don't like it. So I usually use Mercari. The only thing about that is you use their shipping, so, which I get. I mean, it does make it easier for the seller and the buyer, because, you know, label's already paid for. But the buyer gets, I feel like I can ship it cheaper than what Mercari can, but I don't know that that's true. But, you know, and I'd like to be able to combine shipping, because I have used Pirate Ship before, and, you know, I've never had anybody pay for it. It's just me sending gifts. But, you know, it's like, well, that's cheaper if you use Pirate Ship as opposed to the shipping that they want you to use. But I mean, I get the whole thing with PayPal because, you know, there's scams out there. People trying to steal from you, and then you would have no recourse. So, you know, I get it if it's somebody you don't even know. I totally get it. But I don't know. Maybe I need to relook at, does that go in there? No. Relook at PayPal. You know, it's just last time I got money from it, I couldn't get it out. I mean, I never could. Someone sent me some money and I never got it. I even told them, well, I never got it. And I know they know that because I'm sure the money went back to them. So then I was just without. But we'll see. I don't know. I am planning on gifting some. I've been waiting to get moved and go through my stash, and then I'm going to be doing a giveaway for 500 subscribers, and then I'll be doing some for other, you know, whatchamacallits, accomplishments, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And so, yeah, I want to give away some there too, but also I have quite a few things that I want to do some giveaways on. I want to give back. I want to give back to the community. Y'all have been so good to me. I try to put as much effort, you know, I'm much more aware now, like when I buy diamond painting kits, it's like, you know, I need to buy from multiple shops, not just my usual, because, you know, I want y'all to know too. So, and I do have a membership, and it's absolutely 100% hands down not necessary. I only have a couple of members currently, so, but I'm working on, you know, just doing like a daily vlog of behind the scenes, perhaps, you know, something like that. I'm also hoping to figure out, and I need to do that before Wednesday, I want to figure out how to get some memberships, because I found that you can. So I want to gift some. But I feel like, you know, in a membership, I might be able to be a little freer in my information, my sharing, than I would be otherwise. Because otherwise you just throw it out there on, you know, the YouTubes, or the internet, and you never know, you know, who's actually watching. But then, you know, the same is true too, is if you gift memberships, you know, at least if someone joins on their own accord, then they're paying to be there. And generally people don't want to pay if all they want to do is jack with you, you know. I mean, you know, I know when I subscribe to some channels, it's because I want to support that channel. And yeah. So anyway, I am working on that. I'm going to do a monthly one here pretty soon. Really hoping that I can hold out to do a house tour, because that's what I'd really like to do. And fortunately, I'm almost done here, so, because I'm running out of light. Excuse me, myself. No, I need the TP. Where's the TP? Let me bring this over here so I can see a little better. Oh, jeez. TP, 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 TP. Come on, show yourself. I know y'all are looking at it going, it's right there. Well, I'm not seeing it. Oh, for crying out loud. Let's see if I can see. No, I can't because I have got it taped over. Y'all, come on. Say it louder because I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, that's right. Thank you. Finally, somebody yelled loud enough so I could hear. Thank you. So, when I get finished with this, I'm going to give you my personal opinion on this wax. I think you probably already know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to give it any old ways, just in case. Get in there. Come on. Jeez. Okay, 4. There's 4 here. 3. 3. And then 1 more. Okay. I do believe that's it. Oh, there's a piece of that wax. Let's see. Rub my hand over it. Okay. I am another, hang on, let's see, one that's popping up. So let's put this up and let's discuss this pen, shall we? First of all, let's acknowledge that it's a freebie. Okay, you don't pay extra for it. It comes in the kit. I like it in here instead of the putty because I think this does pick up well. And I like that you can twist it and it's easy. You can twist it so easily. It's not hard. It's not hard. I know a lot of people had a hard time twisting these. I did too. I'd have to use pliers to turn it. So none of that with that. So that is 100% improvement. Now, I could still use my putty in here if I so chose to. And I would choose to. Excuse me. However, I do like my glue dot. You don't have, in the single placer, you don't have to change it out very often, nor with my intergalactic putty. Love it. Or even with the art dot putty. I like it as well. Better than this wax in my multi-placer. If you are in love with the wax, some people are, then I think you're going to like it. I do. I think you're going to absolutely love it. If they sold this separately, unlike I thought when we first started, no, I probably would not buy it. First of all, I don't need any. Second of all, I've got enough putty and everything to last me, and I just don't want to have to. I would at least like to get several sections done before I have to refill my pen. And in the case of this one here, I've already completed one diamond painting, and I'm on this one. So, and this with the glue dot and the intergalactic putty. So, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, that's my opinion on it. But like I said, it's free. Let's not forget about that when no one's buying it. It's free. So for a free kit, I mean, all of the toolkits that I've gotten in every other kit has not been anywhere near as good as Diamond Art Club for a basic kit. I mean, yeah. Yep. So now I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to put it up here in my pen stash, and I'm going to save it. And, you know, I will probably use it just to see if this is dirty enough to use it with ABs the next time I need ABs, but I won't be using it daily. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. So anyway, I appreciate everyone being here. It's so good for you to be here. I absolutely love it when you're here. So I hope you'll consider giving the video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. To subscribe is absolutely free. It's not a membership. You just get notified whenever I put out a video. And I try to put out a video once or twice a week. I try to go live every Wednesday. So I would love to see you back here for that. So in the interim, I hope you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day, morning, whatever time it is you're watching this. And I'll see you on my next video. All right, everybody. Bye.